Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and I'm actually in sunny San Diego right now speaking at a conference, but that is obviously not why we are here. Today we're actually going to be talking about unwanted technology in your life. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's been brought to my attention, one, by a user on Twitter, and two, just by me reading, of two different things that I think seem really interesting. And I'm going to kind of merge these into one. The first one actually comes from Singapore Airlines. Now, somebody that was flying on Singapore Airlines, had the TV screen in front of them, it's attached to the seat that's in front of them that they can watch and view, notice that there's a pinhole camera on every Singapore Airlines TV screen. He took a picture of it, put it out on social media, and here we are. Now, Singapore Airlines says that those cameras are not in use, and it's simply just that the manufacturer of those screens for Singapore Airlines integrated them because it's just a default product that they have, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The next one actually comes from Google. Now, earlier in February, Google announced that Google's Assistant, that's their Google Home thing, would work with the home security setup and alarm systems for Nest Secure. Now, Nest not only has a security thing, but they also have the thermostats and all of that. Here's the thing. Google integrated a microphone into the Nest security devices and didn't tell anybody about it. It just wasn't there. It wasn't on the tech specs or anything else. And so they were caught with this, and they basically came out, and in reports of multiple media outlets, and I read Business Insider on this one, basically Google said they made an error, and I quote, the on-device microphone was never intended to be a secret and should have been listed in the tech specs. That was an error on our part. Now, this is actually really interesting. So Google was saying that essentially, and they also went on to say, I should state, that the microphone was never turned on, it wasn't in use, it was there for future consideration. In other words, if they wanted to turn it on or integrate it with different products, then you wouldn't have to go buy a new Nest product because you'd have a microphone there. Here's the thing. It is very hard in this day and age to trust large organizations when we know that they are data mining you left and right. That's perpetually been a serious problem. And so when we are looking at Google and we're thinking, okay, well, we have an Android phone or one of these smart devices, and we know that they are recording, capturing, and doing everything and selling it to third party for advertisers, was that microphone really turned off? It's very hard to believe them. And maybe they were. Maybe that was literally their plan. But I think what this speaks to, and it's the same with Singapore Airlines, is to the erosion of trust that I think the general public is starting to have with these organizations, primarily because we're looking at this and saying, well, there's a microphone in there, so it's got to be on. And I put out on Twitter with the Singapore Airlines thing is like, well, I'm wondering if it's for future consideration when the internet becomes so fast and stable on airplanes that we can literally do video conferencing on an airline, and Singapore Airlines is future-proofing themselves. Now, that said, obviously these things can be open to be turning on, and maybe they are recording it for artificial intelligence purposes or for satisfaction, so they can look at you for your 10-hour flight and see just how happy you are with Singapore's service. I don't know, but I think all of these are a possibility, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. I mean, I believe in 100% transparency. If they put a microphone into Nest, they absolutely should have told everybody. But by virtue of that, should we have the ability to, let's say, disable microphones manually, pull a plug, whatever that is? Let me know. I thought that was an interesting topic for today, and I hope you guys think so too. And there we are. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.